can't jump the track without cars on a cable, and life's like an hourglass glued to the table. No one can find the rewind but boy, so cradle your head in your hand. Don't break my heart. When the world's on fire, we won't even move. In the street, tacos, all you can eat. Braided tacos, braided tacos. But let anything take away what's standing in front of. We also need to bring back students right here to East. We are losing so many students to other schools like GTA, Kingsley Middle, and the losers over at Elk Rapids Middle. Quite sad. Let's make East smart again. Make East cool again. Make East tremendous again. And finally, make East great again.
Welcome to Trojan TV. I'm Jake.
And I'm Keaton.
That talent show was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, Henry's impression of Donald Trump was awesome.
Now let's get into this week's news. 8th graders, M-STEP starts for you next week on Tuesday with math. To see what room you are assigned to, look at the poster in your wing. Staff, please make sure your resource students have installed the proper M-STEP software and that the computers are working properly. Computers that will not load the software should be sent to Tech Central immediately. 7th graders who are interested in going on the 2018 Washington, D.C. trip, there are still spots available. To apply, check your email for an online application or see Mrs. Mackey for details. Don't forget that East is offering free after-school tutoring for math and reading. See your counselor for more details. Trojan TV has started a new series called Things You Might Not Know About Your Teachers. For our first episode, you might not know that Mr. Deneen plays the bagpipes.
Many of us know Mr. Deneen as the EMS band teacher, but what you may not have known is that he plays the bagpipes.
I started playing the bagpipes in 1984. Now you can do the math, but that's well over 30 years. I was in 9th grade, or about to start 9th grade, when I started playing the bagpipes.
Mr. Deneen says he's always loved the sound of bagpipes.
So for some reason, I've always been attracted to the sound of the bagpipes, and I always liked the look, you know, with the pipes sticking out over the shoulder and kilt and all that kind of stuff.
Mr. Deneen says that all of the skills needed for the bands that he plays in are the same.
I'm with the Grand Traverse Pipes and Drums, and that's a band of when everybody's able to make it. We have about 12 pipers. You know, in bagpipe music, a half note still gets 2 counts. An 8th note gets half a beat. You still have to tune the instrument. You have to maintain a steady pulse, play in the right style, worry about a good sound. But also, I run the bagpipe band here in Traverse City. And so, you know, a lot of the skills that I've developed as a band teacher I use when I'm rehearsing the bagpipe band. Because in the bagpipe band, things like playing together and tuning as a unit and listening to each other, watching each other, that kind of stuff is just as important in a bagpipe band as it is in a middle school concert band.
This has been Matthew and Griffin reporting for Trojan TV.
A couple of important dates to note include no school next Friday because we're off for Easter, and tomorrow is the third quarter awards assembly during resource. Staff, please be sure to show Mr. Mead's behavior expectation video sent to your email earlier this week. All 7th graders who are interested in being a part of the Japanese exchange program next year, you can pick up an application from Mrs. Mackey in room 513, or look for an email with the details in your student Gmail account. The school board has decided to cut all foreign languages from elementary schools. We sent Aaron and Chloe to Cherry Knoll to get more on this story.
¿Qué son los números? ¿Qué son los números? ¿Qué son?
The Board of Education recently decided to eliminate the foreign language program in elementary schools.
So the recommendation that is going before the school board is to eliminate the world language program from elementary schools. That recommendation comes from a lot of thought, a lot of difficult decisions.
A big part in this decision is the lack of time able to spend on the program.
Ultimately, when we look at how often students should be learning world language to make it really stick and meaningful, it should be 5 days a week. 2 days a week isn't really making the gains that we'd like to see in the program.
Adiós, amigos. Adiós.
Teachers and students will miss this program.
I think it's sad that the Spanish program is being dropped. I know that it's been a popular program. I do think the students will miss it. They do some fun activities in Spanish, and I think they will miss those activities.
It's heartbreaking. We don't ever like to see a change like this happen where something has to be eliminated. But I think when we look at the bigger picture and we step back and say, okay, what's going to be best for our kids in the big picture, in the long run? You know, if we make an adjustment like this now, the benefits are going to be great in the future.
This has been Chloe and Aaron reporting for Trojan TV.
Well, that concludes this episode of Trojan TV.
You can follow the Trojan TV and the DMC on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook by searching @EastDMC.
And don't forget to check out additional DMC and newspaper coverage on our website, The Link.
We are leaving you with a story about National History Day.
Have a great day, Trojans.
Bye.
This program was powered by Haggerty, feeling passion for cars by giving young people cool car experiences.
Recently at EMS, A2 students participated in a National History Day competition in their history classes.
National History Day is obviously a national competition and project that focuses on an in-depth topic in history. Each year, the creators of the History Day program select a theme. This year's theme is Taking a Stand in History. So students are required to find something or someone to do an in-depth project on that shows how they took a stand in history.
After a classroom competition, some A2 students advanced to a regional competition.
What we're really looking for in a project we would advance to the next level would be a project that is a broad enough topic. This isn't just a book report. This project is about looking at that theme, taking a stand, or whatever theme it might be.
Really look at the stuff in your sources. Look for great little details that would make your project stand out.
8th graders are learning how history affected how things work today.
These are 8th graders, and they're just really starting to do research and understand how history kind of influence and impacts our current events that are happening today.
Students learn a lot more than history by doing this project and competition.
I hope they learn what it takes to really be a historian, to dedicate yourself to finding relevant primary sources, to making connections between what happened in the past to today. It gives them a chance to go through an extended research project, which is something that students will have to do at the next level in high school.
This project is very time-consuming, but at the end I felt relieved to have it done and produce such a great documentary.
This has been Haley and Jack reporting for Trojan TV.